Hello Capricorns, welcome to your mid-month reading for February of 2020. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below, just send me an email and we can set up a personal pre-recorded reading for you. That's just for you and only you. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides of the universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Capricorns? February 2020, what do you see? What do they need to know? Any messages that you have to help them reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine would be greatly appreciated. Any messages you have to help Capricorn reach their greater good or for their greater good in February 2020, greatly appreciated, and we thank you. Can you please show me what Capricorn's general energies? Oh my god, really? Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it is. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna pull it, it's too many cards. Sometimes it is, but the way that it flew out, you guys would have killed me if I didn't pull them. So I felt it. Like, you guys would have been like, what the hell, why did you put all those cards back that clearly flipped out? Okay, so this might be, you guys might get the long reading just because of what got flipped out. Okay, 8 of Pentacles in the upright, 8 of Rods in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Swords in the upright, Judgment card in reversed, the Moon card in reversed. Wow, what are you guys going through? Jesus, I even see sort of what's going on. Okay. Check out your 2020 Sun Moon predictions that are my playlists. Also check out your 2019s. I always leave those up in case you want to check them out, see if they rang true. Challenge is the Queen of Swords in the upright. They rang true for you last year. Advice for Capricorns, please, the middle of February. I'm not pulling clarifiers on these. I'm telling you guys right now, okay? I don't even need to because of what the hot mess is that's going on over here. Advice, the Strength card in the upright, which is the card of Leo. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Emperor card in reverse. Man, what's going on? Emperor card in reverse for how you will move forward for this reading and or how you will move out of the middle of February. I will pull clarifiers on these. If I pull clarifier, you guys are going to end up with like an hour-long reading. And I don't even need to clarify it. I already see what's going on here. So, general energies mid-February. You guys are definitely trying to work on something. You're like, I've learned my mistakes. I figured out why it hasn't worked. Okay, this didn't work this time, so I learned from that mistake, so now I'm going to try this. Okay, well, I made a mistake doing that, so now I'm going to, I've learned from that, so now I'm going to try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again, kind of that saying, but you're learning from mistakes that you made previously. It's in regard to a situation, it's in regards to a person. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's in regards to a person. I'm feeling like it could be romantic, okay? But it is someone that you have a connection to. So you really feel like you've been working on yourself, you're feeling really good, you're like, oh, I've been putting all this hard work in, I am like becoming the best version that I can possibly be. Now, this goes one of two ways. Either you have worked on yourself so much that you decide to contact somebody and you're like, yay, look at all the, you're very excited. You're like, I've done all this work to myself. I am the bomb right now. So you try to reach out to that person and that person doesn't want to hear it. They've blocked you. Okay. So they block you. They don't want to hear what you have to say. The other way that this is going to go is that you guys are feeling so fantabulous. You block the person. You're like, oh my God, I've done all this work. And I feel like it's more of the second rather than the first. It's the latter for a larger percentage of you. So you're like, I've done all this work. I'm so damn fabulous. What the hell do I even need to talk to this person for anymore? So you block them. They might try to contact you and you're like, nope. I think you block them because you kind of say to yourself, I'm better off not knowing. I'm doing all this work. I can't be distracted. So that's what I'm kind of getting. We have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse. So this is the other person. So after you have blocked them and you're not speaking to them, now they're kind of like, okay, why isn't it working like it did before? Okay, this person feels very entitled. They're really immature. They feel entitled. They feel like when they want something, they should get it. They also feel like, and they're into short term. So whatever pleases them for the short term, they're all about that. Okay. And they don't understand. They're like, well, this always worked before. And when I came along and I wanted something, Capricorn gave me what I wanted because they knew I deserved it. Or, I wanted something and it made me happy. Capricorn gave it to me because they know I deserved it. And this person's a little bit wacky like that. So, but this time they come knocking on your door and you don't answer. So that kind of throws them, okay? Because they're not used to that. I feel like you've been working on yourself and you set up a new pattern. So, in going along with this story, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I feel like this person is trying. That if you kind of get into it with this person, if you kind of open the door and you allow them in or whatever, you're going to end up trapped again. You're going to end up going back to exactly what you were before you did all of this work. You're going to be imprisoned within the context of this person. It's the same old. It's the same old cycle. You're very used to this with this person. This could be a job. This could be a relationship. Whatever it is, you just know, I don't want to be in that prison anymore. And I know that if I pick up the phone or I answer that email or that text or whatever, boom, I'm going to be trapped. I'm going to be right where I was restricted. I didn't have any freedom. I felt like, I wasn't free to be myself is what I'm feeling. So you do not reconnect with this person. I'm getting that from the Judgment card here in reverse. You realize that this is not a good idea, okay? And you know that if you kind of do this, like I said, it's going to unravel all the work that you've done. And you're trying really, it took you a long time to get this point where you could work on self-love and self-care and forgiving yourself. And there's a part of you that almost doesn't want to shut this person out because you're worried that they're going to kind of judge you, okay? Or that they're just like going to be fed up or whatever and just like kind of go away. So part of you, your judgment is skewed and you almost kind of want to open up the door to kind of let them in. But then the Moon card comes in to save you in reverse, which is the card of Pisces, and tells you, look, see things for what they really are here, okay? Realize how this person influenced you negatively, how they impacted you. Look at all the work that you did outside of them and how far you have become. And you've dealt with the emotions associated with this. You don't want to kind of go back to that. You're in a good place right now. And the Moon card is here to kind of tell you that, okay? Now, the challenge for you still is the Queen of Swords. I feel like you still have an emotional attachment to this person. At whatever level. Again, every time we say emotions, everyone's like, oh my God, that's my lover. Oh my God, that's my boyfriend, my husband, wife, whatever. It doesn't have to be. We can have emotional attachments with friends. We can have emotional attachments with colleagues, bosses, anything like that. But your challenge is you're having a hard time taking your emotions out of this, okay? And just seeing this situation for what it really is and seeing this person for the fool that they actually are, okay? And not wanting to give them a second chance, kind of saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to think with my head here, not my crotch, not my heart, not my emotions, and I'm going to see this person for who they actually are. And you're struggling with that, okay? Because there's still a part of you that's like, what if, maybe they can, what if I help? And, those kind of conversations we have. Advice for you guys is be strong. You're on a good path right now. Some of you are actually seeing sequences of numbers. I'm going to tell you this right now because I'm seeing this. You're seeing 111. It's not 1111. Like that gets so overplayed. Like you're looking at the clock, it's 1111. Okay, I feel like it's sequences of three numbers. 111, 222, 333, 444. I'm not getting so much 555. It might be for some of you, but I almost feel like they're saying the top four for some of you if that resonates. And it's like I'm seeing someone on a treadmill and they look at how many calories they burn and they see 222. Or the time can be, any of those four things, obviously. It's not 1111. It's not. They're saying it's not 11:11. So if you're saying 11:11, you're saying this is not for you. But you're seeing these sequences everywhere you look. The timer on something, license plates, and so you're seeing all this stuff, and they're letting you know that you are on the right path. Stay strong. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. All those sequential numbers that you're seeing is their way of communicating to you. But I feel like you guys are seeing that like everywhere you look. It's really like mind-boggling to you, and you don't understand it, and that's what it's for. So they want you to continue to work on your inner strength, compassion for yourself. Stay strong, stay confident, keep on doing what you're doing, and persevere. Okay, it is going to pay off. This person doesn't like that. Okay, so moving out of February, moving forward with this reading, and they could be in Aries, they're not happy with this. So they're upping the ante. They can't get your attention. You block them. You're not talking to them. You're not running after them. You're not reconciling. You're not the one that's working on this. You're internalizing instead of externalizing. So instead of, I feel like the pattern before was you would worry more about them and what they were doing and how you could fix them, and you've turned that, and now you're doing what you have control over. So you're internalizing and working on what you have control over and what you can fix within yourself. And they don't like that because they're not used to that pattern. So with the Emperor card, they're escalating their behavior, and they're kind of reverting back to the patterns. If they can't get a reaction on you, they can't get you to do their bidding, they start putting the screws to you. They start trying to dominate you and use their authority over you. So some of you, this could be a boss. And, if they aren't getting the reaction or getting you to do what they want you to do, then they really start overusing their authority to get you to do what they want. They need to be in control. When they're not in control, they're uncomfortable. So they're going to do everything they can to exert control over you and make sure that they're on top of this, okay? Because they don't like this new you that you've created, okay? It threatens them in some way. Why is this Queen of Swords here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Queen of Swords in the upright. I'm actually glad that big old pile of cards came out for you guys. It was very telling, and it set the precedent for this reading. Why is this Queen of Swords in the upright for Capricorns? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Queen of Swords in the upright. Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Seven of Swords in the upright. Okay, so you're having a hard time getting your emotions out of this, and what you're also having a hard, remember we said with the Queen of Swords, you're not seeing this person for the fool that they are. You aren't seeing them. There's a part of you that's letting your emotions kind of guide you, and what you're not seeing is how much they took from you. So I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, they affected your family, they affected your wealth. You really had something kind of built up, and I feel like they took away from it. Seven of Swords here, that's the Thief card. So there was a betrayal. They took something from you. They always had a hidden agenda. They were doing stuff behind your back. This is the stuff that you're kind of refusing to look at. It's a challenge for you to look at this stuff because your emotions kind of get in the way. And you always want to think the best of this person. And with the Four of Swords, you're resisting. You're avoiding thinking and contemplating about this and meditating about this and kind of, you know what I mean? Like you're not facing things, okay? You're not facing the music, and that's a challenge for you, or it's proving to be challenging for you. Another challenge is a frustration that you've changed, but they haven't. Okay, so you kind of wish that was different, and normally and part of you really wants to get in, and you do. You have to sit on your hands, but you want to get in there and you want to fix this. And you want to fix them, and you want them to change. So that's all in the challenge position here. Advice for strength. Why is the strength card here for advice for Capricorns? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Who's this person? What's this energy? Why is the strength card here in the upright? The death card in reversed. King of Pentacles in the upright. All right, so they're kind of saying don't go back. If you do go back, you don't want to go back because you're going to hand your power over, okay? And like I said, they're telling you stay strong. The death card, They know you're reluctant to let go. You don't want to let go of this, but you also know it's not healthy. So you're holding on to it. You know it's not healthy, but you're still, there's this little part of you that doesn't want to entirely let go. And they're kind of saying that, you know, the minute you do, you're going to hand your power over. And the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, which is over here too. So the King of Pentacles is all about power. He's not all about power. He's all about stable power. Okay, so he's a king, man. He's stable. He has everything he needs. You know, he's a rock. So you don't want to give that power away. You're in a really good place right now where you're independent and you can take care of yourself and you feel strong, and you feel mature. You feel more mature than this person because you've been working on yourself. And maybe with the Eight of Pentacles over here, you've been working on building your wealth, you know, getting that promotion, going back to school, doing what you need to do to kind of get this status. And you don't want to throw that all away. If you go back, you are going to throw it away. And that's the card of Scorpio for those of you that resonates. Queen of Swords is beckoning to you again. See the situation for what it is. Look at the bigger person, bigger picture. Judge this person for who they are. Take your emotions out of it. And also when they come at you, give them coolness. Okay, be as cool as an ice cube. Be cool like Fonzie. Remember Bunny? Bunny in, what is it, Pulp Fiction? Wasn't her name Bunny? What are we, Bunny? Cool like Fonzie. Or she's holding the gun. I'm cool like Fonzie. And then she peed herself, didn't she? Was that Pulp Fiction? You guys had to tell me in the comments, but oh my god, now I gotta watch that movie again because I'm thinking about the wallet that says what, badass motherfucker or something on it that comes out of the trash bag. Anyways, if you haven't seen that movie, see it. If you don't like blood, don't look at it. So they're telling you, you need to like really kind of see this, take your emotions out of it, and treat them in a very cool, detached kind of manner, because they have an ability to kind of suck you in. They get your goat. Did you get that joke? Get your goat, Capricorn. Okay. You guys are bright. I don't have to explain that. But they do. They know how to push your buttons. And they know once they push your buttons and they get a reaction out of you, then they have you. So they're telling you, don't go back. Don't turn your power over. Okay? And they don't like that. They're mad about that here. They're like, I need to get back on top of Capricorn. Whether that's figuratively or not. But they need to get back in power, because that's the pattern that they're used to. And you've broken that pattern. So they're not the boss anymore. And if this was a boss that overused his authority and stuff, you might be like, hey, we're not doing this pattern anymore. I'm not doing anything that's outside of my job description. This is what I'm doing. This is how it is. And don't call me on my phone unless it fits within my job description. If it's outside of X, Y, or Z, you can hand that off to so-and-so, because that's their responsibility. So, and they don't like that. But you have a case on them. They're just not used to this. And they don't, to me, they aren't very creative, spiritual, inventive kind of people that can recreate themselves and think outside of the box. They're always like, well, it's always worked this way. This is the way it's going to work. I'm going to pound at this nail. And if I'm not getting the reaction I want from this nail, I'm going to pound it harder. Like that's them, like caveman, Neanderthal kind of, speak. Whereas you're all this upper echelon sort of crap. Okay. Sort of crap, sort of goodness, sorry. Why is the Emperor card here in reverse for Capricorn? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Emperor card. Oh my god, they're so... You're the Hierophant here. So you're just like, no, we're not doing it your way. No, I know you have rules, but I'm not going to follow them. No, I know you're trying to exert your authority over me, but I'm not having it. And as a matter of fact, I'm doing things an entirely different way. And on top of that, you're a really bad person to follow, and you need to get your crap together. So that's you, the Hierophant. That's also the card of Taurus if you have that in your chart, or you're just taking on that energy and you're letting them know. So, and here they are barraging you with stuff. So they're like, no, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to pay attention to me, and you better do this. And because, again, you're changing the pattern, they're not happy with it. And you're like, not so much. You're not even being responsive. So here, all these wands are them having excessive communication with you and very quick communication, and they're wanting you to like move forward and do this and do that and change, and you aren't having it because you're not being responsive. So all they're blowing all the air one way, and you're just sitting there like, yeah, well, you know, I really appreciate that you think like that and you feel like that, and understand that you feel like that, but I don't share that opinion, so I'm going to be over here. Um, I love it. Me being a fellow Capricorn, I love it. I love it when you guys are kind of, because you guys can definitely like, you can be really like affectionate and stuff, but you want to turn things off and not look back. It's like a switch. You can be like, because you can be like, if, I mean, if someone is worthy of you, you can be a very caring individual and helpful and what have you. But if someone, you know, ups the ante and tries to test you, you can be like, nope, and you can just turn things off, and all of a sudden it's like ice cold, shrewd. Everything becomes all business. Then it's like a business matter, and you approach it like that, and that throws some people off, um, especially people like this. So here we have the Knight of Pentacles here. We're just kind of studying them. So you're not making any movement towards them, and here they are. They're just, I mean, I see like rage. This person's stomping up and down, trying to get a reaction out of you. And you're just being the Knight of Pentacles, and you're like, no, that's not in my plans. You know, this is my plan, and you're a little bit of a loose cannon, and right now you're looking foolish. Look at how he's like observing, like he's being observant. He's holding on to his pentacle, like figuring out what he's gonna do. And if you like off in the distance, he's observing somebody like, yeah, no, you're too much of a risk. I don't think we're gonna be doing this anymore. So you guys are sticking to your guns, I feel like, in regards to this person, and just laying like, you know, flatlining for them, not giving them the reaction that they need, and just realizing that this you know, you have other plans that are less risky than this person, and less emotional and less crazy, because they're a little bit crazy. So alrighty, if this resonated, send me an email. My email is below. You can get a personal reading. Otherwise, check out your 2020 Sun Moon predictions that are my playlist. Also, check out your 2019s while you're in there. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Otherwise, adios for Veronica Garnett. Bye, guys.